Morning, welcome back to Irish Outlaw Garage. It's bright. Sunday, sun's shining. So let's start to work on this Mustang of mine. What do you think? It's actually Skylar's, but it's mine. Who knows? Who cares? All I know is it's been sitting in my yard unused for a few months, and I miss my Buick because he's driving my GT350. So I had to move the Jeep truck, and I noticed when I got in it that a family of hornets and wasps and different type of things that are ouchy and could kill me are actually inside that truck. I got most of them out with brake clean, but now I've moved the Mustang here, and seems that they think, well, he moved our Jeep, so let's take the Mustang. This is literally, I just moved the truck and moved this here. It took me 15 minutes, so check this out. Now hopefully the camera will pick him up, but there's at least no less than 35 hornets and wasps swarming this car. Now they're inside because the window was down. Well, I'm not going to deal with these sons of bitches. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting one of these bombs on each side of the car, and I'm just going to blow it off. So. Does it hurt him? Does it hurt him? Oh, looks like it does. Yeah. There, guys. You like them bombs? I bet you don't. Let's get another one. Sons of bitches. It's gonna stink in there for a while, but who cares? For what I have to do, ain't gonna matter anyway. I just needed to get them away from the car. If they know it's gonna hurt them, they'll stay away. Those flying little bastards are not stupid. So what we're doing, if you watched my video of Power Tour at the very end, we went to my hometown thing and burnout pit and high-waisted tires off of Blanche, and went to go waste tires off of this, but the rear end said nope. It's a 7.5 4-lug Mustang GT, which this isn't, but it is. It's the same thing. Up until 86, ran 7.5 Positrack rear ends. That's what this one is. After an 86 on up to 93, they used 8.8. And I have another Mustang, but unfortunately it's a one-wheel peel 7.5. That's not a big deal. We can get away with one-wheel peel till we find a better rear end. Problem is it doesn't have all the stuff on it to hook up to this traction system, and I don't want to go cutting and welding. Maybe I can just fix this one. So we're going to get it up in the air. We're going to open it up and see what it looks like, see what's broken. Maybe it's something stupid that I can just buy and put in there. So this may be a couple of days difference between videos, but that's okay. So let me get this thing up in the air and we'll start from there. Them sons of bitches are still hanging out. They just keep flying in there, and I gotta kill them off, but whatever. So I got her up in the air. Quick shake test. I did all that. Got a block under the one of the front wheels. That way I got a 50-50 chance of it not like crushing me. Let the rear end down. Strangest thing about this is I got to turning these wheels, and the drive shaft is actually turning. So I know for a fact that when we put it in gear, the drive shaft will spin, but the wheels won't. So we know it's in the rear end. This tells me that maybe the clutch pack just decided to be done. Or maybe it's the pin. I don't know. Let's break that sucker open, see what it looks like. Can't wait to smell this. Glasses, pretty sure these are still, oh yeah. And we're going to have to use this. I'd have to go get a shorty. Nice. You know, I don't think I've ever had this open. I know I filled it, but I don't think I've ever had it open. I can't remember what gear this thing has. I think it's 324. It came out with the turbo cars. I can't remember. There's the tag. It's been open. I mean, they're not the strongest rear ends, but I mean, I've been through a few of them. Oh. Well, that actually don't smell that bad. Go ahead and get the rest of these out. Oh, I heard a clunk. There's our tag. We'll look at that. Oh, now I'm starting to smell it. Ooh. Brake holder, brake line holder. Oh, that's not good. Oh man. Oh. Oh yeah, something ding that. Oh. Well, that would be locker. That would be spider. That would be part of the locker. That's nice. What else we got hanging? Oh. Oh yeah, the locker come apart. It really shouldn't be. Oh yeah. So here you go. Whoopsie daisy. Oh yeah, it completely just disintegrated. What it is. Yeah. Well, gonna need a locker. There's a cheap way to do this too. Put a power tracks in it. Let me get cleaned up. Yeah. So the entire locker assembly, basically it's a clutch setup, I believe, on this one. And most of the gears, they disintegrated. There's your springs. I'm pretty sure there's 4 of those. I may be wrong, it's been a while. Yeah, so that's all clutch assembly. There's still pieces of it broken off in there. Shattered the gear. This thing, much shit as I got over that motor, everybody, oh, you know, it petered out. It did a little because it went nuclear, you know. Skylar overheated it real bad. The problem is this thing gets really, really good traction. I've tried to burn this thing, you know, do burnouts at this car, and you can get them going once you get them hot, but these tires and the way this system is with the shocks and everything, it didn't like it, and it finally just, I'm sure this is original to the car, never been touched. I think it's been opened and resealed, but other than that, this is all old junk. So, trying to figure out what the gear ratio is. I always thought this thing was see what we got. I got the numbers off of it. I think it was 11 divided by 38. No. Divided by 33. That can't be right either. Where's my tag? Usually the tag will have it on there. So there she is. She's toast. See all that? It still broke off in there. Overall, the gears look fine. But yeah, there's a whole mechanism setup that goes on in here, and we completely destroyed it. Let's turn this sucker around. Use my legs. It's easier. There's the Ford 11 38. No. 120B. Shit, I don't know. 4AA. What is that? 1138. No. It can't be 11. Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I'm pretty sure it's like a 324 or something like that. Not sure. Anyway, yeah, she's done. So we need to get this pin out right here, and you do that by taking that bolt out right there. Let me get it up here higher. That one right there. That bolt. You got to take that out. Then we can slide the pin out, and then we can push them in, and we get the clips out of here, and then we can just pull the axles out. Nothing's attached, so it should just pop right out of there. I don't know. We'll see. Let me get the things done. It's hard to film down here, but we'll get it. So usually your hope is when you get this loose, this is just a 5/16 or 8mm. You pull that out of there. It don't look too bad. And throw it in there. Now this pin should, for the most part, always pop out. Oh, I got a leaf in my face. Right there, and kind of try to relieve pressure off of it. And it should pop out one way or the other, and this sumbitch is locked in there. That's great. So we're gonna have to turn this thing till we get around. We'll have to, God, that's gonna suck. We're gonna have to turn this thing around as best we can, take a punch and hit that sucker. I don't think it'll make a difference, but it's, all them parts are locked in there. Yeah, let me get a hammer and a punch. And get the sucker broke loose. Oh, I got my head right in the way. Right there. There it goes. Nope. And it's gonna hit. Damn it. Well, guess I need to get the rest of that crap out of there. I'm gonna do it with the hammer. Springs. this way. I just want to make sure I can get it out of there. I need a little more room. Uh-oh. There it went. You don't want to go too far. Then you can't get it out of the... See? Well, you guys probably can't see that. We need a vice grips. Let me go get a vice grip. Get this on here. Somehow. This thing's already damaged, so it's going to have to be replaced. There we go. Here it comes. Oh, oh yeah, that junk metal in there is. This thing is so messed up. Come on. Jesus. Oh boy. Just gotta get it in the right position. Wow. This ain't good. Slowly. Hammer wedge. Springs and shit, they're all just in a million pieces. Come on. Come on, just a little more. You're almost there. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, and I just cut my hand open. That's great. Oh, yeah. This thing's destroyed. Scrape my hands. Feels good. Alright. Oh, some more junk. Should probably get a magnet out here. There's one of the other springs. Yep. That's right. There's 4. I don't think this is a Ford locker. This ain't a clutch setup that I see. More than 4. I think this is something else. Two, 3, 4. That's 5. More junk. Oh wow. Yeah, probably need a magnet, but we're fine. Oh, more speeder gear. And there's the thrust bearing. That's everything. Guess that it's all okay. That's that. Seeing more parts. Yep. There's one axle in. Just like so. Just hit it with your knee. Can't see a damn thing. Well, come on now. The back piece. Well, it used to work. This is how much more crap I got out of there. Yeah. Well, this is being a son of a bitch. I gotta get a hook. So they're out. That one I left on the wheel. I like doing it that way. Usually you can just bump them and they'll pop out, but it got way too hot for the camera. It started to shut down. I got both clips out. All you gotta do is take the wheel off, and then the axle will go in further and the C-clip will actually fall out. I was just trying to fun around and make sure you saw me do it, but one worked, the other one didn't. Anyway, let's get under here. Took caps off. Well, cap off. Notice anything? This one here has 2 bolts. It's locked up. This one only has 1 bolt. That would explain why it went haywire. It broke. Remember what I said about 7.5s aren't as strong as 8.8s? Yep, there's one of its downfalls. And until I loosen that up with no torque on it, you wouldn't have known. Now I gotta find a cap. But let's just get this thing out of here and see what it looks like. Alright, so what have we learned today? We learned that wasps and crickets will crawl up on your leg. That would have been a doozy. What a way to end the story on this rear end. Nah, not really necessarily end the story. We might be able to fix this, but it will need new carrier bearings. Hey, good morning. It's about a week later. We got new things in for the Mustang, but before I can do all this, I got to go to the other car and get one of the carrier clamps, holders, hold downs, all that kind of crap. So I loaded up side by side full of the tools I need. Zeppy's my driver. let's go get that piece. That's the only thing we need. We can start putting her back together, and then we got to get to work on the front of this engine. She's hurt, so we're gonna have to fix some of that. So get in here with my partner in crime. He's gonna drive me back to the other car. We're gonna get that out. You know what you're doing? Yeah, huh? Hit it. So this is our parts car, convertible V6 LX Mustangs, an 86 I believe. Same exact color as our GT350. So we've stolen the fender, and we'll probably take it all completely apart. The doors will actually fit that GT350, and just little things. It's a mess, and we bought it as a mess, really cheap, just for parts. So
purple berries.
You what? Purple berries? Yeah, those are poisonous. Anyway, we got to get this thing up in the air, and I got to take that rear diff cover off and get that hold down off there. So let me get her up in the air.
I am so uncomfortable right now. Ow, my arm. Why do I never get the cardboard?
I don't have enough. Obviously running out.
You have a whole garage full of cardboard.
I know.
And I'm sitting in here on moss. The only comfortable thing around me.
That was a little stiff.
Ow. I feel so many creatures crawling at me right now. Oh, there's an ant.
Uh-oh. Battery going dead.
No. Milwaukee.
Yep, she did. Oh.
Old school it is.
I wonder what we got here for a rear end.
Probably.
I never even looked. Here's the tag. $275. 275 gear. That ain't worth shit. Yeah, good thing we didn't try changing this out. Alright. And
Oh.
a screwdriver and a hammer, buddy.
Okay. Geez, we gotta get that L Capone and the self Capone. There you go.
Thank you.
Now let me slip. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, I can smell it.
That's nasty. Oh, we missed some. Wrong kind of recycling.
Give it to Mother Nature. How about that?
Yep. Couldn't tell if this was a open diff or a posi track. If it's a posi track, I might be a little angry because I would have been able to just
put that in the cutlass.
I might have been able to just use this one. Guess I should have checked my battery before I come back here, huh?
Yeah. Yuck.
Open diff.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's an open diff 273. You can tell how small the gear is. Alright, I need the big gun.
Okay. Oh, crap. God dang it. Milwaukee. I got you a gun.
Right here. Can't see.
Sorry, it's heavy. Oh.
Alright. Remember, double A to the top. Ugh. Gross. It's disgusting.
Let's get a good look at it.
There's the... Leave that open. Just in case we need something else out of here, but we shouldn't. Should just be able to leave that and all the bolts. My dead bat tray. There we go.
We are done. Just like that, Mustang is not in use. Probably. Who knows?
Alright, like nothing ever happened. Brand new. Yep, that's broke too. I'm working on it. Okay, got all my parts. Now we need to get this gear and put it on my new Yukon limited slip, basically posi traction, that I got from quickperformance.com. They got everything. Called them, they knew exactly what I needed. Said I didn't want anything crazy, I just want to swap it around and be done with it. And honestly, it looks almost like this thing had been swapped once before, because it's almost identical. I was looking at the, you know, what's left of the old one, and it looks damn near identical. So what I'm going to do is, I already have the bearings pressed on. You can have them do it there for you, or I had to go to my local shop to get some semi parts, and I had them. You know, I could have done it here, I just didn't have time. I went ahead while I was getting my parts for that truck, they did this. And how you do that is you can just take these bearings, put them in an oven if you want, or a hot plate, or you can, I've seen guys take stainless steel bowls, set them in there and just point their heat gun down there. You get it up to about 250 degrees-ish, they'll pop right on there. Or you can just use a socket that'll fit it and they'll drive on. They're not that bad. And I mean, if you're going to change them, you might as well just heat them up with a torch and knock them off. But I don't have to do that because that thing's junk. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that gear off of there, stick it on here, lock her down good with Loctite, and get it to where it's torqued. I got to look up the torque spec, I forgot. But that's basically it. It looks lower because it's down in a hole, that way it'll stay. So let's get that thing apart. Now my hope is that this will just pop right off, but something tells me that ain't gonna happen. Something tells me that ain't gonna happen. I have to get the air gun. Milwaukee ain't strong enough, which is typical. There she comes. Well, now this is that's original equipment there. That's a Ford. You can tell by the way that it is. This should be just like that. See, this has all this extra shit that you can take it apart, whereas this one, it basically comes apart when you get the pin out. Not a big deal. Same difference. Lighter, probably better. Probably better. Well, I wonder if we can get that off there. Yeah, we'll need a little stronger. Hold on a minute. Well, sometimes it'll come right off, sometimes it won't. And I'm guessing right now is the time that it won't. Coming. You get out of here, dog. Alright. Got her good and held. What's good and held? Come on. Boom. And that is the cheap, easy way to do it. That thing is pure junk. But we'll put it here so we can trip over it for a couple months. Next, a little bit of a boo-boo, but we're good. All I'm doing here to pull this on is I got 4 bolts. And there's better ways to do this, trust me, but I don't have that means. I don't want to heat this all up. So I got 4 bolts. I'm going in and I'm drawing this crisscross pattern just like if I would if I was tuning my drums. And it does the job. It does the job just fine. Just a little bit of that way you ain't putting all that stress. There we go. There. The 4 bolts will also center it so that way, you know, you're not fighting that, but she's seated. Bearing fell apart on one side because I accidentally dropped it. Hopefully it's fine. So now we'll get the rest of the bolts. We'll get these out. I'll get some Loctite on them. And we'll get these torqued in. I went through so many of these 7.5 rear ends when I was a kid because they were easy to come by because of all the Mustangs. And then they switched them in '86 to the 8.8. But things weren't as available as they are now for 8.8s, so I just stuck with the 7.5s because there were so damn many of them. Well, then pretty soon after the years went on, people started junking their 86 to 93 Foxbodies. You can also get into the years, the really ugly Mustangs. And you can see these are all going in perfectly straight. But, whoops. Uh-oh. I'm missing one. Let me go find it. There. Cleaned and found. Anyway, this rear end is that of which like an SVO Mustang. The turbo cars. This was the beefier, better of all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crisscross around, just get them tight, not tight, I'm just letting it spin till it touches, like that, see, let off, whoops, okay, then take our torque wrench, and I think we want to go somewhere between 70 and 84. I figure we'll just do there's can't see nothing. There's 70. Let's go with 80. We'll just go with 80. Good round number. Crisscross pattern. Again. Oh, I missed one. It's not good on your ratchet to do this, they say. Okay, so I think I already got this one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's this one. Here's 80. 80. That seemed awful easy. Let's go around them again. We'll run them up to 84. Alright. That ought to do it. Now, what I'm going to do for the next feller is nothing, because I don't have a marker. I don't have my paint marker. Anyway, so I'm going to get this all put back together and we'll clean it off again. I've already cleaned out the housing. Get the sucker stuck back up in there. Clamp her down. Hope and pray that everything feels the same as it did. Should be the same size, because I don't have all the stuff taken apart. And some of you big timers are going to look at me and go, "What are you doing? You need to test that rear end for play and pinion and all that shit." And I'm going to say, not on this rear end, I'm not. The rear end I have possibly being made for this one will take good care of. This is temporary, because I wanted my Buick back. So let me make sure everything's cleaned up good. We'll get this put back in. Okay, so I got me some 8090, I think. Automobiles, yeah, 8090, and this has a limited slip additive. You got to have that in there. And got all my bearing stuff ready to roll. Everything's clean. First off, I got to get some oil on the bearings themselves. You don't want to start them dry. You just get it on the crack there so it comes through the bearing. There we go. Give her a spin. Good and gooped. And then we'll flip it over like that. I'll do the same thing. And we just get a little bit in there. Like that. That way there's some lubrication on them bearings. And while I'm at it, I'll throw some on the pinion in here. Got that all cleaned out. We'll just throw some on the pinion and we're done. Then, not sure, I'm pretty sure this goes against the bearing race. Now I don't remember if I can shove these in here like that. We're gonna find out. That one up against there. Can't see what the hell I'm doing. Just like that. And then we'll take this, put the race on it. Oh, dumbass. I put the race on backwards. Then, and get this damn thing out of your way. Oh, no spilly. It's expensive. You have to go up and over the damn traction bar, or the sway bar here. Well, yep, we're gonna have to put them all in at once. This will be fun. Stay there. Oh, come back in here, little spacer. Oh, shit balls. Well, get in there. Why aren't you going in? Oh, because I'm a freaking moron. That's why. Idiot. Putting it in backwards. Alright, so we got our bearings. There, right there. Just whatever. Idiot. You know, normally I'd be bitching about my oldest son not being here on doing this stuff, but today's different. He's riding a benefit for cancer, and that's something that has absolutely, positively beat the shit out of my family. So we never try to miss that stuff. Thankfully he's gone for me. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, let me go get my little rubber hammer. Yeah. Love doing stuff on this. Nut suckers. A little snug, a little snug. Okay. I think we're good. So now we put our new to this car cap on there. Well, get on there. Why aren't you going on there? There we go. Stubborns. Alright. There's one. Shit. I had these marked. Yeah. That one goes out. This side's going right on. Doing this race car style. There, I was in a hurry. This is how I do it. Get in there. Try to get her set like that. Yeah. Okay. No, we're not done. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh yeah. That feels good. So now, loosen them back up. Whoa, not that much. There we go. Like that. Now these, I'm trying to remember right without having to look. 80, 89, if I remember right. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. I think it is. It's like 89 or 90. I think I always did 90, but we'll go to what it says. And we got this set on 84. We're going to bring her up to 89. There's one. There. 89. 89. Do backwards, just like so. There we go. Now, how's she feel? Get this crap out of my way. How's she feeling now? Oh, God, that's so smooth. Heck yeah. That'll work. Should have everything we need. Now we can just stick our bearings in here, or our bearings. Now we'll just get our axles in and fill her up. That should be it. So, axles again, C-clamp. You gotta make sure you're on an open hole. You do have to have them off the wheel to get them in far enough. Whenever I do that kicking thing, it's just a quick boom. You can pull it out that way if you're in a hurry. I don't know, always did it that way, but in order to get them in there set perfectly, you do need to take the wheels off. Just so you know, that was just me quickly trying to get it taken apart. So, that ought to do it. Let me get these axles in. Hey, Dixie Lee. Alright, axles are shoved in. You know, you should probably change the outer axle seals, but I'm not. I'm not. Well, hold on now. How does one get those turned? Come on. I need you to turn. Oh yeah, dumbass. I didn't take the pin out. Moron. you got to take the pin out. Idiot. You guys are probably looking at the screen going, what the hell are you doing? In all fairness, I don't know. Why do I do any of this? Like that. They do make these pretty neat to where you can actually get a socket on them. I just still like using, I like using these. And we'll turn that a little more. Roll it out of there. Hello, Mr. Peen. Mr. Peen. And then you reach out here, shove that through, get your little, I think we're good. Well, come on, you need to go through there. You should go through there. Why aren't you going through there? Love doing shit upside down. Welcome to my upside down lair. See, you have to get the pin, or you have to get this little C-clamp through there and onto there. So what you do is you get it set up and then you tap it through the spring and it'll go right on there, and then you just pull it out and locks it in. So let me get this other one in and we'll start putting her all back together. They put the cap, you know, the cover and stuff on. But yeah, I'm just gonna punch it right through there and it go right on. That way you don't have to take any of this apart, which I don't think you're supposed to anyway. I don't know, I ain't done one of these in a while. So I got the axles back out. The set pin that goes through the center of the carrier is hitting the axles, and you can pull them out as hard as you want and it is still popping through there. Now these don't look like anything natural to this Ford. I've looked them up, they don't look anything like it. That goes to show that carrier might be aftermarket. Not exactly sure, but the only way I'm going to get this to fit is if I shave down part of this, and I'm going to have to straighten the axle because I kind of dinged it. But I think that if I get just one edge off of this, that should be enough. We can try it again. I want to make sure I get this right. But that's the only way those are going to work. So again, I don't want to have to dig back into that other car, but I don't think these are stock. They have two different numbers on. I may be wrong, guys. You may see this, and if you've been in here before, I've never seen anything like this. But each one of these clips has a different number, which means it goes to a different side. Let me check something real quick. So these clips are indeed for that specific rear end that was in this car. Whether it was Ford or not, I can't find any Ford numbers. Who the hell knows? Who cares? So what I did is these things had two little lips on them. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a lip on this side and a lip on this side. I took one of the lips off. And I cleaned this up. And what it is this lip was causing this axle not to go in just the amount of that lip. The upper side that comes this way doesn't matter. But it's when it goes on and it comes up against, you know, that spider gear in there. It needed to be flat. Now it is flat, so that should give us enough. And if it doesn't, well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit off of this. That's it. But other than that, the thing fits perfectly. You know, it's just that lip. It comes down and it hits it inside there. You ain't getting it to go down. So we'll try this real quick. Okay, let me get underneath there and try it, and then I'll get back with you. Well, that's all it took. It's just enough. Just took the edge off of those C-clips to go into the spider gear where it sits, and you know, it went perfectly in there. So she's all back together. A few things. I'm gonna get this cover on and we'll test her out. Fill her up, actually. Better fill it up first. But that thing fit perfectly. It was Not Yukon's fault the C-clips are junk. Well, they aren't junk, they just were set for a different style. Probably the Ford style, who the hell knows, but it's perfect now.
Anyway, how's it we're working on the Mustang again? Take 2.
Yeah, somebody who doesn't know how to run a camera or show up. It's going just fine.
I am way better than you.
Whatever. You and your tiny arms.
He does way more than you.
I'm a very busy man.
You sure?
Busy.
And of course, the stuff that I need, they don't put in those little baggies that are nice and squeezable.
Yep.
No, I don't get that. I got to get.
Got to make your redneck way of putting it.
Ah!
And you just squirted it everywhere. Whoa, God! Yep.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yep. Everywhere. It went $20.
Story of his life. $20 to him is like 2 cents.
Yeah, sure. I'm not fighting this son of a bitch.
Well, now the rear end's gonna go bad because we don't have enough fluid in it.
Well, I got gear oil on me. And it's like my third most non-favorite stuff. It's disgusting.
Oh wait, yeah, right. Cruise night just started.
Huh?
Cruise night just started.
Yep.
I still gotta put
The timing cover gasket and everything. We got a long way to go.
I ain't touching that crap right now. I got other things I want to do.
It's probably out of oil.
I wonder if that thing is...
It's a whole family reunion right now. Look at that.
So she's all back together. I'm gonna try out some gears, make sure she's turning. Sit your ass in the car, that means.
What is it?
I don't care.
I do.
Turn the wheels. First gear. No gas, just let it go. All right, clutch in. Brake. All right, second gear. With a little gas. A little more.
She's alive.
She's alive. Okay. We know she works. I don't hear no clunking, so
If
even if it does, I don't care.
I'm gonna be broken down the road.
Huh?
We're gonna be like, send it to the shop.
Yeah. Let me check the other side real quick. Yep, one wheel, two. Put it in gear. Let her run. Yeah, that wheel's bent as shit. Well, crap. All right.
God damn, this thing sounds good. It sounds so good.
Do that again. Cool. All right.
The axle, the rim. What is it?
So you got a bent rim.
Now we have to get rims.
Go ahead.
Cha-ching!
You can buy them. I don't drive
My
the son
ass.
of a bitch.
We gotta get rims now. Let's go.
Look
I
at them
win.
fancy new seats I bought.
I bought them. What do you mean? $100.
Oh boy.
I got these for $100.
You paid for something on the car.
These are nice
How
seats
amazing.
for $100.
Skylar paid for something
What the f is this tape?
in the car. I don't know.
Did you tape that?
No. I don't know what that's from. Anyway, get the jack under it. You can put it back on the ground because I'm done. So Mustang to be continued. I can't find where the oil leak's coming from. I know when he's jetted, I'm out of time because we're taking that and a couple other ones up to our local cruise night. So that's it. You're just gonna have to wait.
What?
Yep.
Wait.
I don't have time.
No, we're not gonna. It's fine. I'll just take it now. Bring it back.
There's no plates.
I'll pay for them right now.
Sure. All right. I'll be back whenever we get to that, or maybe not.